Hey, everybody. Joe Pirate here. Welcome back to another Drunken Ramblings podcast. Today we are joined by a friend of mine from the Pirate Academy server via the Mind Sanity server. This is like take number 87 for us because we're trying to find a recorder that will record Skype and webcam and everything else. But you know, yeah, it's really screwed up. So far, we're working on Pamela for Skype is the name of the program that we're running right now. If you guys have a better suggestion, please let me know. Because, like I said, we're on take like 42.
Yeah.
And we're trying to figure this shit out. So, hopefully this one works out. So far, I'm pretty pleased. This one seems to be actually doing a thing, Sig. So,
outstanding.
Yeah, so Sig, do me a favor real quick. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself, and then we will get down to business.
All right, well, let's see. I'm a Leo. I'm born. No.
I like long walks on the beach and... Well, do they have beaches where you are?
Well, yeah, but they're mostly... Well, no, we actually have sand beaches. Oh, yep. Okay, so let's start with that. I'm from Anchorage, Alaska.
Yeah, it's fucking snowing.
Yes.
Where he is.
Yes, it is.
It's Halloween, and it's fucking snowing where he is.
Hey, that's, honestly...
That's probably late for you, right?
Yeah, and...
Yeah, because we actually, here in Iowa, we generally get snow on Halloween, too, so...
Yeah, I mean, we don't have snow on the ground permanently yet. It's just...
No, it's not...
today.
Yeah, it may snow or flurry, but it's not going to be like permanent.
Yeah, no,
snow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm originally from Jersey, so.
Oh no shit! Where at in Jersey?
Grew up around Trenton.
Okay.
So yeah, came up here with the Army and never left.
And you do like super secret, top secret shit for the Army, right?
Well, no. Now I work for a defense contractor for the Air Force.
Oh, so yes. Super top secret shit.
I do have a security clearance, yes.
He does have a security clearance, and the NSA knows his phone number.
Yeah, well, actually...
Well, the NSA knows all of our phone numbers.
That's true.
Honestly, but yeah, they do. Yeah.
Although that's their job. That's their job.
Well, that is their job, yeah. I actually had a friend of mine today. He was talking to me, and he said he was looking around he was just Googling on his phone and found some, like, he's big into guns. He likes guns and shit, you know. So he was just, like, clicking link after link after link on his phone, and he saw, like, this Egyptian website where, you know, it had like these really cool guns. So he clicks on it and he's checking it out and reading, and all of a sudden he gets this pop-up message on his phone, NSA, and then there's like this picture of this dude, or not even a picture, it was a video. I mean, the dude was talking to him on his phone. Hey, who are you, and what are you doing looking at this site? He's like,
whoa.
Yeah, it was spooky shit. He's like, well, I'm just kind of a gun guy, and, you know, I just was clicking link after link, and after about a half-hour phone call, the guy's like, all right, you know, you have a good day, and boop, phone call's gone.
Wow.
And there's, like, no trace on his phone of the call, no history of the phone call, no nothing on his phone.
That is freaky.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, and I totally trust this dude with my life. I'm like, if he said it, I believe it. So I was like, dude, that's freaky shit. He's like, yeah, I'm really careful about what I click on now. Yeah, I'm like, I can blame you.
I work in telecommunications, and what I do is I support our men and women who watch the skies up here.
Amen.
and make sure that they get the data and the access to the radios and radar sites around the state.
Right.
Now,
okay.
the other thing I do is cybersecurity.
Ooh.
I've got to protect my network.
Right.
And so, and it was a government requirement that all of us become Security Plus certified, learn cybersecurity and all this other stuff.
Right.
And so that has made me probably one of the more paranoid security, people on the internet. And I'm a computer guy from way back. My first computer was a Commodore VIC-20.
Yeah. Okay.
So and you're only like a couple years older than I am. So
yeah, but I didn't really get into computers until just 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh,
so,
really? Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I had gaming systems back in the day, but I didn't really get into computers until about 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, you see, I've been a hardcore gamer since like I was 7.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my neighbor, when I was a kid, had an Atari 2600, and then he had a 5200, so we played the shit out of those. And then as growing up, I had an Intellivision. If anybody remembers an Intellivision.
I do.
Holy crap. Good for you. Yep. My brother and I used to play Burger Time all the time on the Intellivision. Yes. Burger Time and Night Stalker. Night Stalker was the best goddamn game out there, and you could totally do it 2-player. Like, that's the way we would play it, because we could never beat it by ourselves. So we just, one player would, move, one player would shoot. So we just grab the controller and just go for it, and we totally kicked the shit out of that game. But, yeah, other than that, no. I didn't get into computers until about 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh.
I had all the, the NES and the Super Nintendo, and
so you were for the longest time strictly a console gamer.
I was pretty much just a console guy.
You see, I've always been a computer guy.
Yeah.
Always. And yeah, no, I mean, so I did what they call a boot camp for the Security Plus training, and which is basically it's a 1-week intensive, and I came home and completely redesigned my network at the house.
Oh wow!
I was like, whoa, okay, yep, no, we're changing everything. So I've got my network is so buried behind shit right now. I mean, to add, it's locked down. I mean, I just keep it locked down.
Oh, I don't blame you. I mean, with everything you've learned, I can only imagine you're seeing threats every time you turn around.
Oh, and
every little dip in your bandwidth, and you're like, "Who's fucking with me?"
So easy too, and the worst thing, or the easiest thing that folks fall prey to is the social networking or engineering.
Yeah.
That is the worst, and it's amazing what people will fall for.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I have to watch. My mother. She's not computer savvy.
Yeah.
And she's 70 this year, and so you got tell her, no, you got to be careful. You can't just don't open the stuff, and you
got to be careful what you're clicking on.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
So
spit up on myself there. But yeah, absolutely. No, you totally got to be careful what you're clicking on. Anytime there's a Facebook link, I just don't click on it, honestly.
Oh God, no.
I mean, no. I don't even mess with Facebook links because those things are so virus prone. You got to be super careful with those.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, and I like to watch a lot of video from torrent sites, I guess.
Yeah.
Those are super creepy. I mean, you got to be really. I mean, if you have a trusted source, then you're okay. But if you don't know about the source, man, you got to be so careful with that, because the next thing you know, you're getting this big warning pop up on your screen. And your hard drive's toast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had that happen. I had that happen once about a year ago, where it just ate my hard drive, and that was because of my own stupidity.
Yeah,
ever since then I've just been so careful.
I travel I wouldn't say not the darker areas of the internet at times, but definitely the cloudier.
Yeah,
and
that's a good word, actually.
And even when you're careful, you get nailed.
You do.
And
yep.
And I mean, I had, and hey, even with Minecraft, downloading mods for Minecraft and
oh yeah,
and stuff like that.
There are a few websites. There's I can't think of it off the top of my head because it's been so long since I played Minecraft. But there is one website. I mean, if you Google a Minecraft mod, it's one of the first 2 or 3 that pops up.
Yeah, and
as soon as you click it, man, it just gives you all kinds of grief, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah,
you know,
it's bad.
It is bad. Yeah, there's a lot of, especially with Minecraft, because it's such a popular thing. You know, you're gonna get a lot of spam and
oh yeah, and what I got hit with one was I was checking out a mod or a map or something, and it installed porn links on my browser.
Oh, nice.
And it buried him. And I was like, and I wasn't the one who found him.
Oh, wow.
It was my wife.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Looking through your browser history.
No. My son had been on the computer.
Yeah?
And he'd been on the iPad. And I had been on there, and he had opened Google Chrome, and it was currently sunk to my profile.
Oh, God.
And he'd clicked something, and my wife just caught it out of the corner of her eye, and she went, huh, what the hell is that? And...
oh, my God.
That was a hellish week.
And how old is your son?
He's 10.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, what? And I'm trying to explain to my wife, this is not, no.
No, it wasn't me, I promise.
The thing that convinced her is I went, I'm computer savvy, right? She's like, yeah. I'm like, I know about security stuff, right? Right? I know how to wipe traces, right? She's like, yeah. I'm like, why on earth would I put that there?
Right, yeah. I mean, if you were going to visit that site, you would totally just, you would just instinctively, okay, I got to go to bed. I'm going to, get rid of every trace of everything I just ever did. And, boop, yeah. Oh, that's horrible.
But it was.
Did he see anything?
No. She just saw it in the links.
Oh, okay.
And when I went, what? And I went and looked at it, I'm like, oh my! And it was blatantly obvious what it was. I mean, it was like cartoon empty porn or something.
Oh my God!
And I was just like, what? I'm like,
oh my God!
I'm like, no.
That's fucked up.
So,
oh my God!
And started going back through, and I started looking at stuff, and I deleted it, and then I started looking in my download list what I had downloaded, and it was a Minecraft mod.
Oh man, yeah.
And
I imagine it's probably from the same damn site that I'm thinking of, because I've gotten bit by the same thing, and it's probably the same one that wiped my hard drive a year ago. So
yeah,
I can almost guarantee it. You got to be careful with whatever you're downloading. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, so pay attention to that, kids.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. If you're not sure what. If you want to play Minecraft, especially Minecraft, because it's so popular, and you want to learn and you want to download the latest mods, be careful, man. Be careful. Just look for a trusted source for whatever it is you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Oh, God, the internet's so bad. I mean, I've even had stuff pop up on my phone.
Yeah.
I'll click from link to link to link, and the next thing I know, I get this thing where I have to pull my battery before my phone will work properly,
That's not good.
Oh, it's bad. I've had it happen a couple times, so you just got to be careful.
You do. You do.
Yeah, unfortunately, on a phone, you can't look and see what link you're clicking. With a PC, at least, when you're hovering over a link, you can see in the bottom corner where it'll say, like, oh, you're looking at this link,
Yeah.
With a phone, you can't do that.
No, you
so
can't.
You got to be really careful.
But yeah, so there's the tip for the day.
There's your tip for the day.
So you mentioned Supergirl, and
I did.
I watched the trailer.
Thank you for the
segue. I watched the pilot.
Oh yeah! If you guys have not seen the pilot of the new CBS series Supergirl, go check it out because we're going to talk about it now. There's probably going to be spoilers if you haven't seen it. But if you haven't seen it, pause the video now. Go check it out. Come back and we'll go from there. But Superman has always been my favorite superhero. Always been he's my superhero. I don't know. Do you have a superhero that is your superhero? Is it Batman or do you have one?
Yeah. Comic wise, Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer's a good choice. Yeah.
I like Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
You know what? Movie wise, I would have to say I liked the last trilogy of Batman. I thought it was outstanding.
The Christopher Nolan ones?
Yeah, the Dark Knight.
Yeah. Those were gorgeous. Yeah. I'm hoping the new ones are going to be better, but those were my favorite Batmans so far. Yep. Yeah. But the new Supergirl though.
I have mixed...
What is your thoughts on the whole thing? I wrote like a page of notes. I mean,
I liked the how to put this. I thought and that's the pilot, so we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's early.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to get probably 3, 4, maybe even 5 episodes before it starts to settle in and we get a feel for what's going on.
I thought they rushed some of the things.
They did, totally.
I thought the whole alien, the Black Ops group that's watching
the DEO, the Department of Extra Normal Operations. Extra normal operations. Really, how clumsy of a fucking phrase is that? Anyway, but
I thought it was a little contrived.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that coming in later on.
Yeah, it should have come like 7, 8 episodes in, maybe.
Yeah. The sister, I was initially completely repulsed by the sister's reaction after she is saved.
Oh, she was such a bitch.
Yeah. And then it was explained, and I was like, okay, I'm happy with this explanation. Makes sense, because she worked...
But she was still a bitch afterwards.
Yeah. And the head guy of the Black Ops group, what a prick.
Oh, he was a dick. Henshaw is his name.
He was just...
He was such an asshole. Yeah, I mean, it's like, here she is, doing her best. I mean, it's obvious that she's,
she's brand new. She's never used her powers, and
he thinks, alien conspiracy,
yeah.
What a douche. He was complete dick.
Yeah. But it has potential. I don't necessarily think it's something.
It really does.
I don't think my wife will watch it, but I think I could see me doing like binge watching.
There's the rub, honestly, Sig. There is, and it's been alluded to online, that there is a genuine feminist agenda to that show. Mm-hmm. Look at the hero is a woman, mm-hmm. the boss is a woman.
Yep.
Although
Calista Flockhart,
the main characters are all.
Bitch.
What's that?
Calista Flockhart is playing an awesome bitch.
Oh, she played an awesome bitch. I hate her so much, and that's the whole point.
Yes.
We're supposed to hate her. Yeah, but it is an extremely feminist agenda. It is meant to create a feminine hero.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think...
And I get that, and I don't hate on that. I'm not hating on that.
No.
But I think they're doing it in the wrong way.
Yeah, I like I said,
I think you could tone it down just a bit.
Yeah.
And make it. I mean, I don't know. Do you have to just make a masculine show and a feminine show, or can you just make a show?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. And then here's the other problem I have is, okay, so she was trapped in the dead zone or what?
The Phantom Zone, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And when she got out,
yep,
she brought this Krypton prison with her by accident.
Yep.
And this is a major thing, right? And this organization knew about it.
Oh, yeah, they totally did. Yeah.
Here's my question. Why the fuck doesn't Superman know about it?
Why the fuck doesn't Superman make an appearance in this show?
Yeah, other than a figure surrounded by a halo of lights, so you really can't see him.
It wasn't even. Yeah, I mean, Henry Cavill is our Superman of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously, can they not just like spend an extra $1 million and say, "Hey, can you come be on our show for a fucking 30 seconds?"
Well, they got the guy who used to play Superman as the father figure of Supergirl.
Right, Dean Cain. Oh, yeah, Dean Cain and Helen Slater as the parents.
Yep.
Oh, my God, how awesome was that? I loved
good.
That was beautiful. Helen Slater played Supergirl in the 1985 movie?
I think so, yeah.
84, 85, somewhere in there. And then Dean Cain as Superman in Lois and Clark, the Adventures of Lois and Clark.
Yep.
That was awesome. Dude, that brought, like, that made me almost tear up. That was so awesome. I mean, Dean Cain put on a lot of weight, but
yeah, he has. He's chunked up a little bit.
I'm one to talk.
Then again, all of us have.
Yeah, exactly. But dude still looks awesome, and I was glad to see them there. But yeah, I mean, could they not? I mean, if they're trying to make a continuous DC universe, because they're trying to do that. They're trying to do that with the Flash, Arrow, and the DC movies that are going on. The new Superman Batman v Superman movie. They're trying to make a continuous universe.
I have that comic book, The Dark.
Which
Knight,
one?
The Dark Knight. Let me correct that. The graphic novel, right?
Oh, the Frank Miller one.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a reprint, but basically what it is, it's the compilation of all the comics you wrote, and it's
the graphic novel.
Batman's old. I mean, in his 50s, 60s, and the Joker has made a resurgence.
It's the precursor to the Batman Beyond, if I recall, because in Batman Beyond, Bruce Wayne is like 60, 70 years old, and he's training a new Batman. So yeah.
And basically what happens is him and the Joker dang near level Gotham.
Mm-hmm.
And the army basically talks to Superman and goes, "Listen, you got to deal with this guy."
Yeah.
And they have it out, and Batman damn near kicks his ass.
Oh.
He puts on that super suit of his.
Yeah.
And it is just, it was brutal, and so it was good. It was really, really good. And but I mean, the Joker in that one Batman doesn't even kill him. The Joker dies of a heart attack.
Oh wow. I'll have to read that.
Yeah, the Joker ends up dying of a heart attack at the end of the battle. But then Superman's called in to okay, Batman stepped over the line, and we need to deal with him, and then Superman deals with him, and I won't give away the ending, but
please don't.
But
that sounds awesome. I got to check that out.
It was good. It was really, really good.
Yeah, shoot me a shot of that cover of that.
Oh, okay. I will.
Yeah.
And it's got that big ass freaking cape that, oh God, what's his name used to draw.
Frank Miller.
Well, no,
Frank Miller was huge on capes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But and then also, since I like Silver Surfer so much, right? I have the Infinity Gem series that they wrote, which is the current Marvel arc in the movies.
Oh, wow.
Where Thanos goes and gathers all the Infinity Gems and makes the Infinity Gauntlets. An Infinity Gauntlet.
And I'm wondering how much of that is actually going to play out in the movies. Because, yeah, Marvel's been really good about keeping to canon about stuff like that. But I'm just curious as to how they're actually going to play that out in Infinity Wars.
Oh, my God. I have this graphic, and I actually have it. I'm down in my office, which is in my basement. I have this cork board, and up on it is somebody did a graphic representation of how all the Marvel movies since 2008 are leading up to the Avengers Infinity Wars, the end in 2019.
They're getting they're working on it. I mean,
it's insane. Everything
it really is
ties together at the end.
Yep.
Next year, we're going
in 2020 when it'll probably be 2021 when Marvel actually releases the movie.
No. 2019. It is scheduled for release.
Is this
the first Infinity War movie is scheduled for 2018, and the second one is scheduled for 2019.
Oh.
You have coming up, because so far we've had all the Iron Men, we've had the Incredible Hulk.
Yep.
We've had the Captain Americas. We've had Thor. And then we've had Guardian of the Galaxy.
There's another Thor coming.
Yes. Now, so 2016, this is what we have coming. They also have some one-offs they've been doing that are going to tie in. We've got Iron Fist and Luke Cage and the Defenders one-offs.
Luke Cage is going to be cool as shit. Oh, I can't wait for that. Plus,
then we also have Captain America Civil War and Doctor Strange. I love Doctor Strange, so I'm excited about it.
Strange is going to be really good. There's been a lot of casting news about that. I'm not exactly sure who is who yet, but
they're going to have to get it's going to be interesting. I can't
Strange, Doctor Strange is there's been some really serious. I mean, I've heard it. I just can't recite it off the top of my head. But there has been some really good casting news as far as Strange goes, and they're not pulling any punches here.
Okay, so that's coming. That's 2016. That's what's coming, right? Now, meanwhile, you have Shield Agents is running the whole time. Daredevil's running.
That Daredevil show.
Jessica Jones is running, apparently.
Jessica Jones, Jessica Jones. Is it out now, or is
it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be out in 2015, according to...
Okay, yeah, so it must be out. So I remember seeing it on Netflix.
In 2017, we've got Guardian of the Galaxies 2.
Yeah.
They're in this, too.
That is filming now, yeah.
Thor Ragnarok.
That's the one, Ragnarok.
Black Panther.
Oh. Can you... Oh, I can't wait for Black Panther. That's going to be cool.
So, and then basically what it does is this graphic shows, and it tracks all the different shows with different colors, and wherever they merge together, you have this, and they all merge together in the Avengers. In the Avenger movies. And so you have...
There is... Spider-Man has been cast.
Oh, he's not part of this, though.
No. As far as the Civil War.
Oh, okay.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man has been cast, and he is, I don't remember his name now.
They do a better job than they did in the last couple movies.
Well, I know they went with another white guy, Yeah. There was talk of them going with a Miles Morales kind of a thing, but they went with another white guy. So I'm gonna guess they're going with the Peter Parker thing, but they're not. As far as the new X-Men movie, as far as the new Civil War movie goes, they're not. they're not skipping around as far as Spider-Man goes.
Right.
They're gonna go with white guy, and he's gonna be part of the new Civil War, or not Civil War, but well, no, it's Civil War. Yeah. Yep.
So, and then it all culminates, and you get the Avengers Infinity War Part 1 in 2018, along with Captain Marvel, which will be interesting.
Which I can't wait for. I'm hoping Ronda Rousey actually gets that casting.
And then the Inhumans in 2018.
Yeah.
And then 2019, they bring everybody together. The agents, all the stuff that's going on in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to be included.
That's going to be a 3-hour movie.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's no way you can give everybody that much screen time. Or there's no way you can give everybody enough screen time, and it's not 3 hours long.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There's so many characters. I mean, we're talking like 24 characters.
Yeah. And
between good guys and bad guys that have to have enough screen time to tell a proper story.
Yeah, and having read the Infinity Gauntlet series, everybody gets to play.
Oh, and they do. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a 3-hour movie, at least.
I mean, because in the comic, the X-Men are up there, Thor's there, the Hulk is there, Silver Surfer's there. It's everybody. Every single superhero, Fantastic Four,
everybody we've seen so far. Yeah, everybody gets a chance at bat.
Yeah,
you know.
And Thanos kicks ass.
It's gonna be good. It is gonna be good.
Yes, it is.
There's no doubt about it. Speaking of the Thor, the guy who wrote the first Thor movie, his name's Christopher Yost. He just signed on to write a reboot of Masters of the Universe.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
I mean, the last Masters of the Universe we saw was a really horrible version from starring Dolph Lundgren.
Oh, yeah.
It was horrible. I mean, and that was really the only thing we've seen. It was horrible. And but they're going to remake it, and it's
okay, Masters of the Universe, right? Tell me the prince wasn't gay. Tell me he wasn't gay. Oh, come on. He was gay. He was gay.
Oh, he totally was. I mean, he had Tila around him 24/7, and he never went for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I mean...
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No.
We're not advocating that there's anything wrong with that.
No, but it's just, you know, back then we're talking the 80s, and it's just like, you know, I mean...
Yeah.
It was just like, oh my God, really? This guy is so, I mean...
Yeah. Well, it was a kid's cartoon.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so there's that. You know, we had chances for adventure and excitement.
You know what I'd like to see? Thundercats.
What's that? Huh?
Thundercats.
Thundercats would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Thundercats would be cool.
That would be cool.
You know, something they're making now, excuse me, is Johnny Quest.
Oh, wow. That was a good cartoon.
That was a good cartoon. Robert Rodriguez, actually, is signed on to direct that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And this is like the, 64, 65... 66, somewhere in there, Johnny Quest with Haji and all that. Yeah. They're going to do a live-action version of Johnny Quest.
Nice.
That is going to be good. I'm looking forward to that one. It was never one of my favorite cartoons, but I think, given today's technology and everything, I think, you know, given the fact that everybody is just doing nothing but reboots and remakes.
Oh, I know. It's ridiculous. It's... What movie... Oh, well, okay. Here's something that's coming out, which I'm actually somewhat excited about. Goonies 2.
What's that? Goonies 2.
that's something that's in the works on the drawing.
I'd have to know the details, but I'd be interested if it was the right people and the right story.
Yeah. But yeah, I know the reboots. It's like, okay,
it's like everybody is doing a reboot or a sequel, or there are virtually no original stories.
Yeah,
anymore.
And yet they're doing these reboots. Like, for example, what was the last one I watched recently? Was The Running Man. I had never seen the reboot version. I finally got around to watching it, and I must say it was significantly better than the last one.
The Arnold Schwarzenegger Running Man? You mean?
No, I'm sorry, not Running Man. The one with Mars.
Total Recall. Okay.
It was better.
See, no, I like the Schwarzenegger version better, but I'm just old school.
Yeah,
so.
no, I didn't. The Schwarzenegger version wasn't bad. I just thought that they did a little bit better job. Although this time around,
the special effects were a lot better.
Yeah.
I'll give it that. I mean, I've only seen it once, and that was like 2 years ago, so I can't really give a good opinion about it. But yeah, the special effects were a lot better.
Yeah.
But
but yeah, it's like they're rebooting everything, and yet
they are.
And yet then you have like Marvel stuff coming out. And I mean, and admittedly, how do you compete with that? How do you compete with the Avengers? How do you? I mean, it's not often.
You the only way you compete with Marvel is your DC, and you make some awesome shit.
Well, and the funny thing is that you look at Marvel's take on their universe. There's a lot of jokes. There's a lot of tongue-in-cheek stuff that goes on in those movies. I mean, The Last Avengers. The whole running joke with language,
Yeah.
I mean, which was hilarious, and I love all that stuff. But DC has taken a different turn. DC has gone dark.
DC went dark. Very dark.
Come on. They killed Mary Jane in the last... No, that was Marvel. Never mind. Sorry.
No. DC went dark when they started Gotham.
Yes.
The TV show
I
Gotham.
love that show.
Oh, that show is so fucking awesome.
We just finally sat down
went
and watched
amazingly dark when they started that, and that is DC. Gotham is the most canon thing that DC has right now, other than Flash.
Yeah,
but Flash isn't very dark.
I haven't.
It'll get there, I think, eventually.
I haven't watched Flash.
Flash is a good show.
Is it?
It really is. I love Flash. Season 1 is on Netflix. Season 2 is on CW. You can watch it there.
Oh, cool.
Fucking Flash is a great show. I mean, the shows are only a half hour, I think.
Oh, is that it?
I think that's it. No, wait. No, they are an hour. Okay, they're hour shows. So about 40 minutes without commercials?
Yeah, I don't think we get, because we don't use Netflix. You see, up here in Alaska, I have bandwidth limits.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I imagine so.
If I go over my limits, then I pay a lot of money. And we don't use Netflix because I do YouTube, and I need bandwidth for uploading videos.
Well, you can do it. You can check out the episodes on
CW.
Well, it's still probably it may still affect your bandwidth, but CW. Go to CW shows. Mm-hmm. Just Google CW shows, and it will be one of your options. But
maybe.
But Flash is a great show.
Maybe what I'll have to do is because when I'm at work, half the time I'm like a Maytag repairman. Waiting for
just sitting around doing nothing,
phone to ring
for something to explode.
Yeah, basically that I can go fix. And so that's typically when I watch my YouTube and other stuff. And it's just stuff I got going on in the background while I'm doing paperwork or what have you. So maybe I'll have to check it out there, because I don't think The Flash is something my wife would be relatively interested in.
Probably not. Honestly, no. No, this is something you would dig, but she's not good.
Yeah.
But,
My wife loves
Flash is
the Avengers, loves Iron Man, loves all that stuff.
okay. She won't like. Yeah, if she's a Marvel girl, she won't like DC Flash.
Oh yeah. No, but she likes
No.
she likes Batman. She loves the Batman movies.
Yeah, well, Batman isn't Flash though.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Flash is a guy show. Trust
Aren't
me.
they rebooting Daredevil?
Huh?
Didn't they reboot Daredevil too?
They did on Netflix, and it is beautiful.
Is it?
Oh my
I
God,
heard it's
Netflix.
brutal.
Oh, it is. It is the darkest thing that DC's put out.
That says a lot.
Aside from Christopher Nolan's Batman.
Yeah. I was gonna say because, when you've got Bane and the Joker in that universe, there's
Other than Christopher Nolan Batman, the Daredevil is the darkest thing they've done. What's his name? Oh shit, the guy who plays Wilson Fisk. Shit. Oh, I know his name. I can't think of his name. He's the guy. He played Private Pyle on.
Gomer Pyle?
Huh?
Gomer Pyle? Really?
No. He played Private Pyle on.
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket. Yeah. What's his name?
I don't remember. I know who you're talking about though.
Shit. Yeah, he plays Wilson Fisk.
Oh.
He plays. Yeah. Oh my God, it's so amazing. He doesn't even come in till like the third or fourth episode, but Matt Murdock as Daredevil comes in from the beginning, obviously.
Yeah. But
he doesn't become Daredevil until like the very last episode.
And he could be dead and still do a better job than Ben Affleck did.
Ben Affleck, you know what? Honestly, I liked Ben Affleck's Daredevil to a point where he worked with the script he was given.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And he did the best he could.
Yeah, and I'll agree with that. I mean, they're only as good as it's.
Other than that, I didn't like that movie.
No, that movie was not well written. It wasn't. No.
No.
So.
Yeah, it was pretty crap.
Yeah. So that's yeah. I mean, I don't read a lot of comic books. Well, let me correct that. The comic books I'm currently reading are The Walking Dead.
See, no, I have not been paying enough attention to The Walking Dead that I should have been. I'm about 3 episodes behind on the new season, so
that's fucking
I know.
brutal.
I saw the first episode of the new season, and that's all I've seen. And now AMC wants me to sign in for some shit for some stupid fucking reason. I hate that. But I've got them DVR'd, and I'll watch them.
Oh,
Actually, I'm going to watch them this weekend. So,
do it.
Yeah, this weekend I'm going to do it. All right, yeah.
And
no spoilers.
Oh, no, yeah. But what I've been doing is I've been reading the comics, the graphic novels, just because of, But the nice thing is that the comics and the shows don't run hand in hand. Like for example, the character Daryl, he's not in the comics.
Really?
No. The actor who plays Daryl, whose name escapes me at the moment.
Norman Reedus
showed up and did an audition for another part, and they liked him so much. They didn't like him for that character, but they liked him so much they made the Daryl character for him.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
I watched The Talking Dead. I'm a big Chris Hardwick fan.
I need to go back and catch up, but I don't watch TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my biggest thing is actually turning on the TV.
Everything.
Yeah, I DVR a lot of shit, but I just never watch it. So
me and the wife, my work schedule is because I work my shop's 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And so what me and the wife do is we DVR everything, and then like lately I work the 3 to 11 shift.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do is, the kids are away at school. We get our running around done, then we come home and we watch our shows. on the
Mm-hmm.
DVR. You know, and that just makes life so much easier. We can fast forward through all the freaking commercials.
Right.
You know, and I'm to the point, I've got other things I want to do. I don't want to spend all my time watching TV, but,
right.
you know, so it works out nice. But, like, my 10-year-old, his favorite show is The Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah.
It is his absolutely knockdown favorite show. And it's Sunday nights when it comes on. He's allowed to stay up an hour late so he can watch it. So,
there you go.
I mean, this kid is so into zombies, it's almost disturbing.
Nice.
So, but yeah, no, it's just outstanding. You know, yeah, catch up, man. This season is just, oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm actually going to do that this weekend. So,
but
yep.
Oh, so
All right.
I saw you talk about the Star Wars trailer last time.
Yeah, let's pause here. I'm going to take a bathroom break.
Okay.
And we'll be right back. So, hang on. All right.
All right. Now you have room for more libation.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, yeah. You heard me talking about the Star Wars trailer.
Yes. So, I hadn't seen it yet. Didn't know it was out. And I went and looked at it.
Yep.
Oh, my God. And then
exactly.
By
the way, this is a Star Wars Minute that takes 10.
So, one of the things I listen to podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the podcasts I listen to is Adam Savage's podcast called Still Untitled.
I love that one. Oh, my God.
Well, have you listened to the most recent one?
Yes.
Okay, so you heard him talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
So I had gone and watched it, and they had some interesting insights.
They really did, yeah.
I was impressed. But the one you brought up, that Han dies, that I saw that little, and it's a half a second of her crying. But I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure I am, honestly.
Which is depressing.
It really is. But you got to think, you know, Harrison Ford is, yes, he likes a paycheck like any of us, but there's only so much they can do with that character now.
Yeah.
You know, he's at the point where, you know, his physical health and,
the
you know,
Millennium Falcon tried to kill him in filming.
yeah, it broke his hip, and then his plane crashed.
Yeah.
And then, you know, so there's only so much he can actually physically put up with, you know. So, but this trilogy, I mean, this is, and remember, this is the first of 3 movies.
Yep.
This trilogy is not about Han, Luke, and Leia.
No, not at all.
It's about Rey and whoever. And so far, we think it's Rey.
The black kid.
Yeah. What's his name?
Oh, I don't remember.
I'm thinking. Hold on. Rey. Shit. Anyway, yeah, it's about the black guy, Rey, the white girl, the black guy, and Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
You know, this is their story. So this is very much like Episode 4, where we had Alec Guinness and Peter Cushing, who were very well-established actors.
Mm-hmm. Handing off the baton to a new group of people. Yeah.
And now, here is Han, Luke, and Leia passing off that same baton to this new group.
Have you read any of the books that came after? I know they're not necessarily canon, but...
Yeah, I've read the Timothy Zahn books, the Heir to the Empire series.
Okay.
This was probably 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah,
I read those, and they were beautiful books. Timothy Zahn's done a bunch of other books, but those were the only 3 I read.
Yeah, I read one that it showed what Luke was doing afterwards. and he'd basically started up a school. He was teaching
the Jedi school, which I think is totally contrary to what's going on.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't think we're going to see Luke until episode 9.
We'll see him in 8, is my
think?
guess. Well, we're going to see him for about 5 minutes in this movie, right at the very end. I think is all we're going to see him in. We're going to see him a little bit in 8, and then I think he's going to be pretty much one of the main characters in 9, other than the new 3 people.
Yeah. Now, one of my favorite books that I read was about Han Solo, and about he goes off on an adventure. He's married to Leia. She's the new leader of whatever's going on, and he's itching for the old life as it was, and so he goes off and he ends up getting himself into trouble, and he ends up getting himself into trouble with Boba Fett. And
that actually could happen in this one.
And they end up having to help each other out.
It
was good.
Interesting.
It was good.
That sounds amazing. I saw a couple of fanfics recently. One of them, I'll put a link down in the description. It was called Wrath of the Mandalorian. And this was where between episode... What the hell was it?
Was it the one where someone was using the Mandalorian armor and Boba Fett went after the guy?
No, this one was, I believe, between episode 3 and 4 somewhere is where they staged it, where Boba Fett was working for the Empire, and he was hunting down Jedi for the Empire, and then all of a sudden he realized what the Empire was up to, and he just said to hell with it. I mean, it's actually a really crappy flick from a filmmaking standpoint, but from a storytelling standpoint, it's not bad. So I'll recommend it. I'll throw the link down below. That one was really good. And then there was one where at the end of Return of the Jedi, because Boba Fett fell into the Sarlacc pit.
Right.
There was a fanfic of where he escaped from the Sarlacc pit. You can totally just Google that. Boba Fett escaped from Sarlacc pit. You'll find the movie. That one was really good. But I think there's so much more that can be done with that character, and they're going to do it. It's one of the anthologies that's coming.
Yeah.
They're going to do the Rogue One anthology. They're going to do the Han Solo anthology, and there is talk of the Boba Fett anthology. So cool. Yeah, it will be cool. I can't wait for the Boba Fett one, and I'm sure a million other people can't wait for it. But there's talk of some serious Boba Fett action coming up.
Oh, that's cool. That'll be cool. That'll really be cool.
It really will. Yep.
But yeah, no. I mean, I'm excited for the new. I'm excited for the new series. Even there's been a lot of strife. What did my wife read an article and said basically, it's anti-white male and all this other stuff, and and I'm like,
racist crap.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I don't even care. Yes, Disney does have, and I read an article somewhere about that, where when they decided on casting for these next 3 movies, yes, they wanted to add diversity to the casting.
And it's better than the insult that was Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, by a million times over.
Yeah.
You can call it anti-white if you want.
Yeah, and
I call it diversity, and I'm okay with it. I don't care one way or the other. Shit.
Yeah.
Just tell me a good story.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Lando was black. Tell me there wasn't diversity back then.
Yeah, I know.
I know he was just one guy, but
well, yeah, and one I don't know, and you may or may not know this. The guy who played Darth Vader, the actor,
David Prowse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Originally, he thought his voice was going to be part of all this fun.
He did, and poor bastard. Yeah, he got Shanghai.
Yeah. And who did they got? James Earl Jones, which I think was the best decision they could have made because
I agree. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for David Prowse, but it was the best call.
Yeah.
You know?
But one thing I'm excited is, and one of the interesting things I saw in the trailer is when, because this is like 30, 40 years later, and a lot of the stuff that happened, no one saw Luke and Vader having it out. No one saw. Only a few.
Nobody saw Luke and Vader having it out in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Nobody saw Luke and Vader having it out on Bespin.
Yeah, no one's...
And the last time a Jedi was seen doing anything was on the Death Star in Episode 4 when Ben and Vader had their quickie fight.
Yep. And then...
That was it. That was the only time there was ever a witness
and then
to a Jedi fight.
It was a small group of people who saw the destruction of the last Death Star.
Very small, yeah.
Especially since most of the people on the Death Star died. Oh, and one thing, if you remember from the Adam Savage podcast, they brought up the fact that what happens when you destroy something the size of a small moon inside the gravity well of a planet?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ewoks, bye-bye, they gone.
Well, I'm not so sure on that one, honestly. I mean...
Right.
I have my own theories on that, but yeah.
But yeah,
I think we're still going to see Ewoks in this new episode, but only briefly.
Yeah. But... but it makes sense.
It totally does, yeah.
I'm glad they included that in the storyline.
Yeah.
But
agreed.
When Han says to, I think he's talking to the girl.
He was talking to
his daughter.
Ray. Yeah.
And he goes, no, all that stuff really happened.
Yeah. And here's the guy who in Episode 4 said, hokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster. And here's that same guy saying, no, that's just true.
Yeah.
It's all true. Holy crap.
Yeah. That is just
absolutely. That's huge.
Yes, it's huge.
And it is a pivotal moment in the story.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for it. I know my youngest is chomping at the bit. He's been watching all the old ones again.
Yep. I need to go back and watch them all this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my commentary track on Episode 1 with Jar Jar.
Oh.
I mean, if you're gonna start a commentary track, that's probably a good place to start because everybody loves to make fun of Jar Jar.
I don't know what they were thinking when they created that character.
That was George Lucas at his finest. I mean, that was George Lucas when he made Ewoks.
Yeah.
Because Ewoks were supposed to be originally Wookiees.
Oh. Yeah, it makes sense. They look like mini Wookiees.
Yeah, the Ewok, Wookiee, the name, if you think about the name, it kind of works. But yeah, Jar Jar it came from that same part of his brain that said, hey, let's do this stupid fucking thing. Yeah. So, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. But Episode 7 is going to be completely blown away. I heard people who have seen test screenings.
Oh.
I follow a bunch of people on Twitter.
You are more of a Star Wars fanboy than I am.
Oh, I love everything. I will, as much as I don't want spoilers, I will absorb every piece of information I can get.
Yeah.
And so when I get that piece of information, I just suck it in. I have seen people I have read from people who have seen a test screening of it.
Oh, nice.
And they say it is amazing, it's beautiful, and it's everything the fans want.
And they're apparently going with more practical effects and less CGI this time around, which is kind of nice.
I mean, there's going to be CGI, obviously, because, 2015. But, yeah, practical effects is where they're going. I mean, if you remember back to Episode 1, 2, and 3 with the prequels, it was all green screen.
Yeah.
You know, you look at the behind-the-scenes stuff, it was all green screen. So this one is all going to be practical effects as much as possible.
And that'll be nice. That'll
it really will. It's going to add a look to the film that we didn't get before.
Yes.
So.
Yes. How's your build going, by the way?
My build?
Your build.
My R2?
Your R2.
My R2, kind of. Well, there's my styrene back here. I got an email from my supplier a couple of days ago that some of the thicker stuff that I'm waiting for is on back order, so I have to wait. But other than that, yeah, we're in full-on go mode. I'm just waiting on the thicker stuff, and then I'll make the dome hopefully this week.
Cool, man.
So hopefully by the next podcast, I will actually have something to show.
Now, you see, I'm a maker, but I'm a little bit different. I do woodworking.
Okay. Well, there are people that do wood framed R2s as well.
Yeah. Oh no, I do things like furniture.
Oh yeah, that's cool too.
So
you know?
I've built a couple small pieces. I'm working on some bigger pieces. I do. I'm like I need a better bedside table.
Okay.
So I'm working on that, and I'm using reclaimed wood on the top, and
nice,
and some stuff. My son used to work for one of the local, not a supermarket, kind of like Target type store, but it's a local one called Fred Meyer. And he used to do stocking and stuff like that, so he had access to the pallets. So he brought me home a ton of pallets.
Yeah,
and because we have a wood burning stove, and we burn it for kindling,
burn it for heat.
Yeah. Have to up here. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When it's negative 25 out for 2 weeks,
you need any kind of heat you can get.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a quick thing. Living in Alaska, the coldest temperature I've ever dealt with, negative 78 degrees.
Oh my god.
And I was in the Army living in a fucking tent at the time.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
In a canvas tent.
Oiled canvas. And we had what is known as a Yukon stove, which is a gas burning stove.
Oh my god.
Well, actually, let me correct that. We were communications, so we had a generator. So we also had a space heater, an electric space heater.
But still, at negative 78, how good could that have been?
It kept it above zero in the tent.
Oh, barely though.
Yeah, and we're sleeping.
I mean, if you had a cup of coffee, that thing was an ice cube in an hour.
Oh, well, not even. I mean, literally at negative 78 degrees, we were only allowed outside for 5 minutes every hour.
Oh my god!
And you could have no exposed skin because it would freeze within under a minute.
Wow.
So, but anyway, so he brought me all these pallets, and some of them were these smaller ones that actually the wood had a nice grain to it and stuff like that. So that's what I've chosen, and I'm gonna do this nice diagonal kind of framed thing on the top, and just build something that suits my needs because.
Nice.
I have a CPAP machine because I have sleep apnea. And that thing sucks up a ton of space on the top of my current bedside table.
I imagine, yeah.
And admittedly, my CPAP machine is my favorite machine in the entire world. Because
I mean, if it keeps you alive, it'd be my favorite.
That it does. That it does, and it keeps me also well rested and therefore not grumpy and wanting to kill people.
Yeah, that would be a thing.
So
sound like Vader.
It does.
I bet. Yeah.
But but no, that's what I get into. I get woodworking, and I'm also a landlord on top of everything else I do.
Wow.
Husband, father of 3, work full time, and a landlord. And I do a lot of my own repairs because
on your rental properties and such.
Yeah, thankfully my rental property is 2 apartments above my garage. So
but you there's no commute.
Yeah, I know, it's nice. And right now, my oldest son lives in one of them, so.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Make him fix his own shit.
Yeah, yeah.
He's your kid,
Yeah. But, well, he's 21. He's 21, my oldest.
Yeah, still, make him fix his own shit.
Yeah. But I actually do teach him stuff, and he enjoys it. He enjoys the teaching.
Yeah.
But, so I've had, because of all that, I guess I'm lucky that I'm handy inclined. Because I do everything from framing and drywall to electrical and plumbing.
Wow.
So
electrical was never one of my things. I hated electrical. I still do.
I'll do everything, but I won't do breaker boxes. So, and thankfully, my brother-in-law is an electrician.
Oh, well, there you go.
And my son, my oldest boy, is actually getting ready to take he's already in the union, but he's going to go to the wireman's course and learn how to be an electrician.
Oh, good for him.
So
there's good money in being an electrician.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
Yep.
So, which means when I need work done, I'll be like, hey, Brandon.
There you go. Hey,
come here.
Exactly.
So.
Awesome.
But
good for you.
Yeah. No, I'm excited to see your progress on your project. I love our 2 units. I can work with wood. Other substances confound me.
Well, the good thing about this styrene is it works a lot like wood.
Oh.
You use a router, you use a table saw, it's just a lot thinner. So
right.
It all works the same. But yeah, router, table saw out in the garage, and I cut it the same way I would wood.
Oh, that's cool.
Wood.
So you got a workshop then?
Yeah, a little bit out in the garage.
Yeah, no.
Maybe I'll do a video here in the next few days.
I've got a whole full-blown wood workshop out.
See, I don't have much. I have a router and a table saw. That's about it.
Okay,
and drill. I have a drill press.
Oh yes, I love my drill press because I can't.
Oh, I love my drill press. I bought it about 10 years ago, secondhand from a machine shop that was closing out, and it is old school, belt driven. I had to jury rig a push button to make it work, and it is hardcore. I mean, it weighs like 1,000 pounds.
I hope my father-in-law.
Yeah.
That man's got some tools.
The old tools.
Yeah. He has a lathe.
Oh, I'd love to have a lathe.
Full-sized, 4.5 foot long lathe that does everything from wood to metal. He has a metal fabrication machine, basically. It's not, it's, you put in essentially like a rotozip bit, and he can mill metal with it.
Oh, wow.
It looks like a drill press on steroids. And yes, I'm hoping when he finally passes that he bequeaths that to me.
He should, You should just go over with a sticky note and put your name on it.
I think my brothers-in-law would have a problem with that.
Yeah, you can punch him.
But no, I love my tools. It's the running joke at work, actually, because we just recently rearranged our offices, and we all have tool bags because we all use hand tools. And a while back, our former engineer started what I call tool bag wars. And everybody, he bought a bigger tool bag than everybody else. And then
and that's what starts.
Yes. And then everybody upgraded the tool bag.
Right.
And that went on for several years, and then I won. And my tool bag probably weighs the better part of 70 pounds.
Nice.
Because of just all the tools and stuff. And and they gave me a tool bag to start with, and then I've added to it over the years at my own expense. And they're like, well, we'll pay you back for that. I'm like, no, this is mine. This goes with me when I leave.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
So, and I find if I've needed something once, chances are I'm going to need it again, so I throw it in the tool bag. And it weighs 70 to 80 pounds. But no, it's the running joke at work.
Yeah, I don't blame it. Yeah, that's a good one.
So, but oh man, but no, I'm excited to see your R2 unit, especially the variation you've chosen.
Yeah, it's never before seen, other than a minute and a half on a cartoon.
Yeah, how did you choose
pretty much? It just spoke to me. I saw that episode, and I said, "That's a cool looking droid." And I got kind of hooked up with some of the R2 builders on the astromech.net forum, and then I decided, hey, that's the one I need to build, because nobody else has ever done it.
That's outstanding. That
nobody else has ever done it. Nobody else has ever thought about it, and it's beautiful. I just ordered a few parts from England tonight. There's a guy.
Voodoo Beard?
No, no. There's a guy making parts out of resin, and so I ordered a couple parts from him. We're going to check out the quality, see how they are. I'm looking forward to seeing how beautiful they are. If they're anything like the pictures, it's going to be amazing. So.
Oh, cool beans.
Yeah.
That is outstanding. No,
yep.
I mean, I've got so many freaking hobbies, it's ridiculous.
Me too. I have too many.
Yeah, way too many. I mean, I'm also a Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm. Never got into that.
Tabletop gamer from... Yeah, I've been playing D&D longer than I've been playing video games.
Wow.
I started playing D&D when I was 9. So it's been over 30 years.
Wow.
And I was jonesing for it a while back. So I found they had these games you can play by post on message boards.
Mm-hmm.
And that, is something I do in what little spare time I have. And,
right.
I used to also run dungeons, and I was thinking about it. And then I realized that doing that is a lot of work. It's a lot of work, especially when you have to type out all your descriptions. You're not talking to somebody, you're typing. So you have to be extra descriptive and I can write, but I'm not the most eloquent person. So I'm like, how am I going to do that when I try and put out 4 videos a week? And that's including editing and everything else.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned last week, putting out videos on YouTube, that takes some freaking work.
It takes time. I mean, each 25 minute video is hours and hours worth of work, Yeah.
I mean, I'm currently building myself a new PC, and one of the games I was focused on and want to play, and I've already purchased, is Ark. Because I've watched you play it, I've watched Slipgator and our buddy Jick and Zul'jin and all those guys play it, and I'm like, oh man, I want to play this game so bad.
Yeah.
But I actually may not record it, which would be bizarre.
I wouldn't record until you're comfortable with the game, and then start over and then record.
Yeah, just because of the fact that the grind in that game is insane.
Well, if you notice in my first, it may have even been the first 10 or 15 videos, all we did was grind.
Yeah.
And then we got to a point where it wasn't so bad.
Now, I know they allow you to tweak all the settings now. And
sure.
And that helps, because I also watch PSJ, and he tells you, we've got all our rates, and then Zul'jin will also say, we got our rates raised and stuff like that. So that helps a lot. But when I already play Minecraft, and I've got 2 Minecraft series going right now, I'm playing Pixelmon, because I am a Pokemon freak, and have been since forever. And then I started a 1.9 series, just because the current game I was playing, Terra Tech, kind of, it's an alpha game. So I'm kind of waiting for them to put out more content, basically, is what I'm waiting for. So I wanted to play with 1.9 because I'm hoping soon our buddy Jick there reboots the Pirate Academy server, and
he may. And I'm hoping so.
I mean, he'll probably wait for the full release. He'll probably wait for the full release, which makes sense.
Probably, and I would say, that's probably the way to do it.
But 1.9 appeared to be so different than anything we had played with before that I'm like, you know what? I want to play around with it a little bit. The combat changes, PvE, aren't too game changing. You're not spam clicking anymore,
right?
But it's not, as long as you're not surrounded by a horde, it's not really that much that big a deal. PvP, forget it. That is a game changer, and that is going to screw some people up. Shields, the ability to use shields, the ability to dual wield.
Yeah.
The changes they've done to the end, being able to resummon the dragon, and they finally, this last...
I'm looking forward to that.
The last snapshot they released, they finally put in the mechanic. Mm-hmm. And you have to fight the 4 horsemen to get the regeneration cubes that you blow up when you kill the dragon. You need 4 of them, and you put those back in the end on the Ender Portal, and it summons the dragon back.
Wow.
So, but the 4 horsemen, I think you have to be around a horse when lightning strikes. So it's not...
Oh, that's going to be practically impossible.
Well, I don't know how they're going to...
You're going to have a horse farm and just AFK until there's a storm.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually I could...
And you just breed up 1 million horses and wait for a freaking storm.
Yeah. And then...
But people sleeping is going to fuck that up, you know?
I think that's how the mechanic works. All I know is that the 4 horsemen are created by a lightning strike.
That's awesome. I love that idea.
No, so do I. I mean, it's outstanding.
That's cool. Huh.
But, yeah, no, I mean, so you'll be able to respawn the end. They've got new enchantments. They've got the wings that allow you to glide. They've got the new Ender Fruit, which I've been watching Etho play around with, and it allows you to teleport like the Enderman, which I'm like, we have Ender Pearls already. What the hell do we need that shit for?
Right, yeah.
But, you know, they brought along new blocks. We now have purple blocks that come along with it.
That's cool.
Yeah. But, the mending enchantment. Oh, God. I don't know if you've heard about that yet.
No, I haven't.
Okay, so you know how currently, as you use the tools, they get more expensive and more expensive and more expensive to repair. So you have your favorite tool, and you put the mending enchantment on it, and it locks in the cost.
Oh.
And what it'll do is if you're holding that item when you kill something, it will absorb the XP and repair itself that way.
That's awesome.
Isn't that phenomenal?
That's awesome.
I'm like...
I don't know how many really great tools I've lost.
Oh, I know.
Because they were too expensive to repair.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've gone through, in this current incarnation of the Pirate Academy server...
Jack, we're going to restart the server at 1.9. Just saying. We need to do that. This needs to be a thing.
Yeah. And I'm probably one of the last people I think that played on Pirate Academy, and I actually haven't
on the 1.8.
Yeah, 1.8. I probably haven't been on there in probably like 3 to 4 weeks. I kind of just reached a point where
you can only do so much.
Well, I won the game. You know, I mean, I was working on my Zen garden because I had nothing else more to build. I had built everything I needed at my house. I did the Guardian Farm, which you're right is a
that Guardian
sucking.
Farm. That thing will fucking destroy you. Yeah.
Oh, I finished it and then took a month break from Minecraft.
Yeah, they're horrible. Yeah, Guardian Farms are ridiculous. They're horrible.
Actually, no, longer than that because I
think honestly, I think that's what broke me from Minecraft.
Yeah,
was that Guardian Farm.
Oh yeah.
Once I finished it, that's pretty much when I left Hypermine because I just couldn't do it anymore. I'm like, I've had enough, you know?
Yeah, it's that is a long, and the one I built is. It's
got to be a community build.
It has.
That's all there is to
one
it.
person
They have to be.
No. yeah. And in mine, the rates on mine are phenomenal.
Oh, they're crazy, yeah.
And I actually went with kind of XB's version.
Mm-hmm.
I used the whole lava and then the fall.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't want to mess with that many mine carts.
Mm-hmm.
And the rates on it are phenomenal. But come 1.9, it's going to be broken because none of my elevators are going to work.
Yep.
So it's like, ugh.
Well, I'll give it a week, and Doc and other guys will have a fix for elevators. So
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, they actually have some fixes out, but they still have some issues. Their distance is limited.
Yeah.
And I think there might be a fix for that too, but I'm not sure.
I'm sure there probably is.
I was just going to go with the I was just going to use droppers. If we had upgraded to a snapshot, I was just going to use droppers.
Yeah, they may be noisy, but they'll work. So
yeah, my only problem is I've got 4 elevators in my design.
Yeah,
but
we're running really long here, man. So
Dave,
let's just call it good for today.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me on, man.
Oh, absolutely, man. Anytime. Hey, you got something you want to yak at the people for, just hit me up. We'll do a thing.
Yes. So,
all right. Everybody, have yourselves a wonderful day. Hit the like button if you like. Go check out Sig's channel. Check out the links that I provided below. And you guys have a wonderful day.
Hey, peace out.
Peace out.